It's so weird not being on that side. You know I'm off the grid, right?
Yes.
I need somebody gonna come
Can't find wood.
slam it on my okay. Put on my smart glasses. Okay. We're ready now. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. I'm here today with Miss Jones. Miss Jones is an AP teacher, and Miss Garnett is our instructional support specialist here at Cedar Grove High School, and we'll be talking about advanced placement data. Okay. So first, I want to let you guys know this is for my university purposes. I will not be using this in any way that is other than the way that we're using it right now. Okay. All right. So for our data discussion, previously, let me walk out of the frame for a moment. I'll cut. It's a great thing. Previously, you received your AP data, right? And you received the SAT data for our school. And the AP data from our lead hire surveys and from previous years that we've had an AP program shows us that if we have a class of 400 students, this is AP data, we have a class of 400 freshmen coming in. The top 10% of this group would be 40. Okay? So the top 10% is going to be your accelerated, your gifted students who will probably be on a track for advanced placement. However, currently at our school, we do not have a 9th grade AP course. Because we don't have a 9th grade AP course, these students go 1 year untouched with an advanced placement course. Some of them may make it into our one accelerated gifted American government or world geography class. Okay? But that's capped at 32. So we could easily lose 8 kids just because they didn't touch anything for a year. Okay? Now, what we're trying to do is stop this process by offering an AP 9th grade course, which would be AP Human Geography, given in the spring semester. Okay? So that we will increase our numbers. Because currently, right now, what we have is a world history 10th grade course, a American history or U.S. history 11th grade course. We have an 11th grade AP literature course, and we have a AP calculus course. Okay? Now, we also have statistics. Now, statistics, however, correct me if I'm wrong, is that 12th grade?
No.
It's 11th and 12th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. So 11th and 12th. So this is your 11th and 12th grade year. Are we missing something?
I believe calculus is too.
Oh, for 11 and 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But are we missing another discipline? AP
Economics.
We don't have that. Oh, AP Econ, you're right, I'm sorry. AP Econ, 12th grade year.
Yes.
AP Lane,
Yes. 12th grade.
and
Environmental science. AP, is it AP environmental science or is it AP physics? I think it's environmental.
I thought it was biology.
It's
With-
AP
with-
biology and T. Smith has
AP environmental, okay. Biology and environmental science, good. All right, so these are our AP courses currently, okay? So what we have is, what, 10th, 11th, 11th, 12th, She's doing this with 11 and 12. Jan Frazier, right?
No, it's 12, because
It's only 12?
11th is second semester. for
You're right.
literature.
Good point. 12.
And biology
Biology.
is 11 and 12.
11 and 12. Environment science, 12.
Yeah, I think
Okay, 12. Okay. So, we are very top heavy. This is why we feel like, in terms of scheduling, these students have to compete. Because they're not entering advanced placement heavily until they get into their 11th grade year. So if we start off with 32 here, okay? And all 32 of these kids are tracked to be right here, right? We might have lost 8 kids because they didn't touch anything. Okay? That's one semester. No, I'm sorry, that's a year-round course. So what's gonna happen here is after that, they go up into these courses. It's 2 sections of world history. Okay? So we're looking at what, 60 kids in our AP program at this level for the first time. So when they come up, 11th, 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 that's spread thin for 60 kids. Yeah, we gotta set these up where this is only offered first block, this is only offered second block, so that the kids can bounce around to all of the AP classes they're trying to get. We're fighting for 60 kids, when we should be implementing a program that's going to get us more students in. So if we start off with 2 AP kids, 2 AP human geography classes, all right? We increase this number to 60 by reaching down to the middle school and doing some vertical teaming and look at their AP potential, look at our AP surveys that we got from League Higher that shows us the students that are going into the program or that are interested in the program. Removing the barriers, open it up so we'll have AP equity, and we can get 60 kids. It's 2 classes. That increases this number. So now what we have is a larger group here that moves up here, and now we have this group. And it's a trickle up theory, if you will. Okay? So basically what we have to do is we have to implement this program. We have space, for example, AP Psych. There's a lot of other AP courses that we can offer. But when you look at this, in terms of how many classes we offer, it looks like our program does well. I mean, we made a video. We had hundreds of kids in there for that video because they've all touched the classes. However, what we're doing is we're locking them in because, now let's go to our SAT scores. As of now, our SAT students, only 32 kids has taken the SAT. Okay? They are in their first semester of their senior year. Only 32 is taking the SAT. You know from dealing with College Club that many more students are probably going to go off to college and apply. But we only have 32 who try to take it at this point, okay? Our highest score out of those 32 kids is 13, give or take, okay? That's our highest score, all right? We only have 13 students who fall into that category of 1,300 to 900. Now we know, according to what a lot of state colleges are looking for, those 13, that will be their aim. The Georgia States, the Mercers, the UGAs, that will be their aim, okay? But we also know that the lower tier of this may not make those qualifications, depending on what they've done. What we see in terms of a link to these scores, the SAT and the AP data, is that if they have cycled through our old program, they may graduate. A student will maybe have 5 AP courses or more, okay? But this is our top tier students. These students will have 3 AP courses or more, okay? Still college bound, but different types of schools that they're falling into. Once again, we're still only dealing with our 32 kids. It is so ironic that we only have 32 seniors who have taken advantage of taking the SAT and trying to get into college early now, out of a class of 300 plus. Okay? And 4 years ago, when they came in under this program, this is how many of them were allowed to be in an or in an accelerated course. 32. So these kids are our top 10%. They're going to apply themselves. They're going to take the SAT. They're going to do all of that anyway. What we're trying to do is push up our threshold by reaching down and getting some potential kids. And that's what the AP data is going to show us, and that's what the SAT data is going to show us. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Suggestions? Comments? What else can we do?
Well, I definitely agree about the AP human geography because I feel like they aren't getting the same rigor. I mean, you would get that accelerated class, but I don't think they would get the same rigor in accelerated that they would AP. And so by the time they get to their first AP class, it's kind of watered down a little bit maybe, and then when they get to 11th grade, the shock factor hits in and it gets real, and then now they want to jump ship. I mean,
right.
I just think the rigor needs to be there in 9th grade so they can be ready for those 11th and 12th grade AP.
Now, you teach
AP US history.
right. Okay. So you're getting them at the 11th grade.
Yes.
And you've also taught non-AP courses. Do you see the difference in the rigor?
I do.
Right.
It is
What about accelerated?
accelerated it's a level above the regular or general ed, but it's not as hard as the AP.
Right.
No, not at all.
Right. Okay. So they will be there, like you said, they're losing something in this year where they don't touch anything that's advanced placement.
Yes, and I think also the writing would be a lot better if they had the AP in the 9th grade.
Right. And that's what our writing scores show us, that there's a reading, writing connection. Right. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions, this is going to be put together, and we're going to put this out to the counseling department because they have to really help us with making some decisions about these types of things, setting up the courses, pushing kids into that area, especially after I get the lead hire survey information out to the whole faculty and staff. Maybe they can make some recommendations so that we can change this. But that's it. Thanks, guys. Good job, clap. All right, let me run around here and stop it. I was about to ask you a question about being a reading specialist.
Stop.
You're so silly.